Hey, what's up everybody? It's Doug Wolf Destroy here, and welcome back to another episode of Woven Galaxy SMP, where today we are at the Traveling Cart. And you might notice that there are a few more barrels here. Well, I decided to stock up a few more items. Let me just go through them. You got amethyst clusters for 4 for a diamond. Amethyst shards, 8 for a diamond. Rockets, still the same. Wool now, because of my wool farm, so that's 1 for a diamond. Sugarcane, that you already know. The leather is 32 for a diamond. Powdered snow, yes, I got some of that good stuff. Back there, that's why there's all those cauldrons. So that's there, 1 for a diamond. Bone blocks, I changed up the bone sales because I have enough to sell it like this, so I decided to just do that. We have extra stuff, which are just a bunch of good items that you could buy, which don't sell often enough, which I'm quite curious about why nobody's bought a diamond pickaxe that has efficiency 4 and I'm breaking 3 on it. A flame bow, or a flame, enchanted book, a ward music disc, and then some even better deals of better amethyst stuff. And then rotten falchion arrows are still the same. We now sell pufferfish because I randomly collected it, so I decided let's sell it. The string is the same. Blaze rods, only have a few, but I'll get back to that. Glow ink sacks are still looking good over here. The cacti, we put up a cactus farm, so we now are selling the cactus. Obsidian, as I said, we moved that into here, so as you can see, it's right there. Gunpowder, that's not gunpowder, the gunpowder. Amethyst, 32 for a diamond, and oak logs, 32 for a diamond. And of course, we have all the lush stuff up here. The only new thing here is spore blossoms. Yes, we got those, so selling those. And yeah, the traveling cart has massively expanded, and I gotta say, it has paid off quite nicely. But as I said, the blaze rods. Today I want to focus on this, because currently we only have this much stock in here, and no people are buying them up, and that's like the little bit that I could restock. Actually, I haven't sold blaze rods yet, but I know a way I can. I want to create a blaze farm because I've never created one before, so that way we can put more stock and probably sell them for a lot cheaper, making people more likely to buy them. So without further ado, let me go over to that nether fortress that I'm going to be using to build a blaze farm. Alright, we are coming up to it, and we fly down. And, oh, somebody has moved the nether fortress. Oh, no, never mind, it's behind me. Alright, here is the nether fortress, and you may notice it is completely slabbed over. Yes, I slabbed the entire fortress, and now all the spawns are centered around that part of the fortress. And I'll get to why that is, but the blaze farm will be centered around this. So we have a blaze spawner right here, and I'm hoping that this glowstone... Oh, nope, the glowstone does not work. Glowstone does not work. But I want to build a blaze farm right here, because I think I want more blaze rods, and I've never built one, and I have a design already ready to use. It's pretty simple, using lava mechanics, you know, just a basic spawning box, and then you drop them, they fall down, and they fall all the way down to a killing chamber where you just swipe with your sword and get the blaze rods, which is a pretty simple, easy to make farm, and should give us quite a bit of blaze rods. But I was going to wait until I already finished the blaze farm to tell you about the reason that this is the way that it is, but I can't help myself. So over here, we are going to build another nether farm in this fortress, and I think you know what that will be. It's going to be a wither skeleton farm. So we centered all the spawns to be at this section, which means everything is spawning over here. So that's a little bit of an oversight I didn't think about, because most of the stuff that spawns over here are blazes for some reason. And before I slabbed it, there were a lot of wither skulls. There you go. That is just showing you why. Hello, you're pushing a child. Oh, there we go. Now, no skull. But we will get plenty of skulls. I forgot one little section here. Hi! You can die. It is very dangerous in this area if you could not tell. Let's go to this room right here. It's pretty safe and sound in here now that it's all slabbed up. So, I want to build a blaze farm and a wither skeleton farm in this episode. Now, keep in mind, I've never built either one of these farms in Minecraft before because I've never needed them. And to be frank, I still don't need them, but I thought it would be a fun project to work on with you guys. So without further ado, let's start building that blaze farm. Now, where'd that guy go? There you are. Ladies and gentlemen, I have completed the blaze farm. It is wonderful. Let me show you what it is looking like so far. And it's blocked by the basalt. There it is. There's a lot of people at the Nether Fortress here right now, but I will tell you why in a second. So coming down to this beautiful blaze farm, it's just pretty simple design. It is made by Shulker Craft. I will hopefully remember to link that down in the description below. But this is how it works. They spawn, they fall, they get pushed, and they go into this hole. And from there, I can then swipe at them and kill them. Now, as I said, well, I don't think I said that to my stream. Oh, hello. Oh, you need to die. Magma cubes are falling all over the place from the basalt delta, so I'll have to figure that out. But it's pretty simple. You just sit here and whack them and all of that, and they drop their blaze rods. Now, of course, it's very, very slow. So one of the things I need to do is get a sword for it. And I already have the sword already ready, but it doesn't have looting on it, which is a key part about this. So I was trying to get a looting villager, but I couldn't breed one up, and yada, yada, yada stuff happened. So this is how the farm works. Pretty simple farm. It works efficiently. And yeah, it's really great. And just sit here, kill them, all of that stuff, and then look at that. That's as much blaze rods that we have so far gotten. And now let me explain to you why there's so many people here when, technically speaking, this blaze farm is not public at all. The reason so many people are here is because of the Wither Skeleton farm. That is correct. They are going to be helping me build the Wither Skeleton farm over yonder. Mainly because Manu was asking me if I wanted to do it together, and then everybody else kind of tagged along. So I was like, you know, the more the merrier, more hands make light work, you know? So without further ado, let's go ahead and build this thing. Flying on down to the Nether Fortress, I now have the Wither Skeleton farm all finished right over here. So let me just swoop on in here and hop up onto this section right here. And we kind of just wait for them to fall. It might take a second. There they go. There they go. And now they're being pushed down to here. Let me show you how it works. We go into Tweakaroo here. So like any farm that would work, the Wither Skeletons spawn on this platform right here. And they all run towards the Iron Golem. Instead of a piglin, I decided to, well, the tutorial that I chose to used an iron golem and not a piglin, which made life a little bit easier, especially since getting iron is not that difficult. And as you can see, they want to attack them, so they run here, they fall, they hit this tripwire hook, get pushed over, hit this one, and then get pushed over once more, and they go all the way down into there, and it works pretty well. There's this guy, who I'm going to be calling Bob. He picked up a blaze head over here in this section of the farm, or this section of the fortress. He picked it up from a blaze that I was killing while building this. And then I just put him in a hole. Yeah, like I usually do. So let me go ahead and just kill these guys out here. Of course, you don't want to stand too close. As you can see, it does work. Jeez, that was a... Dude! I already got 4 from that. Dang. Let me take those. And this needs to be moved over like that, and as you can see, it works pretty well. Of course, this whole system is filled to the brim with junk and things like swords and stuff, but all the skulls will be going through there, and every single sword and anything else that's not in this sorter will be trashed. And that literally just goes straight into the lava there. Right into lava. Now, those go all the way down. Okay. And then, of course, you have bones on this side and coal. So you have coal, bones, and then Wither Skeleton skulls all go from there. And look at this thing is actually pretty efficient. And the whole entire area isn't even mob proof at all. I didn't do any mob proofing to this thing. Look at how well it works. Look at that. Look at that. There's more skulls. There's just more skulls. Jeez. Now, as you can see, it's a little bit finicky in the sense that these items don't get picked up as often because they're all going through the swords and everything like that. It's not very fast in that department, but you know, it works. All you have to really do is just wait a little while for everything to clear out. In fact, you can manually clear it out if you wanted to and kind of give it a jump start. You know, like coming down here, I don't want to put that in there. I want to make sure that everything goes in here. Now, this obviously has to get to 41, so that's a little ways away, but it acts as a bone farm, coal farm, and then obviously the skulls. It works well. It works well. It gets me what I want. So that's good. Now, one thing I do probably want to do is bring these walls up because of ghasts, or maybe not bring the walls up, but make this a bit more protected from that and those guys. And then while we're kind of doing that, I can just kill these guys when they fill up a bunch. And yeah. Now, I think the only thing I really need is a Smite 5 Sweeping Edge Looting Sword for this farm. Similar to the way I made the Blaze Farm sword. Do the same thing, but for this farm, because I think I could use it. So without further ado, I'm going to make this place a little bit safer. And we'll worry about the decorations another day. Okay, so I put a box on this. I added a roof to this area, as you can see, and it's easiest to show you in Tweakaroo. So flying up here, the whole thing has slabs on it is spawn-proof. In fact, I spawn-proofed a little bit of this basalt delta so these magma cubes wouldn't be jumping all over the place. So for the most part, this area is safe from them, because there's like a whole bunch in this area, and they'd be jumping into this zone, but now they won't even spawn here. Yes, there are a few blocks which are missing a slab. That's okay. I'm not that bothered about spawn-proofing the whole area. This farm is relatively fast as is. As you can see there, it works pretty well. So I'm not too bothered about that. The only way in and out is through this little hole here, which will get upgraded once we decorate that, which will be in the future. Now, I'm going to collect a few of these skulls over here because I want to kill a few withers in order to sell beacons in the traveling cart. Yes, I want to sell beacons, as well as I'm already selling blaze rods. That has already been upgraded. So all is well. Let's get to it. Farms in the nether. But there's one farm I still want to build in the overworld here. And it actually is going to be where all the rest of our farms are, over the castle, coming down here. And the farm that I want to build today is a sheep farm. Now you might be saying, but Doug, you already have a sheep farm. Yes, it is at my starter base, but I want to create a multicolored sheep farm. Basically one that has every color, all 16 colors, because I'm going to be preparing myself for the next episode, where we will actually start working on the actual town and base that'll be the mega base. It's not just the castle, but there will be a town over there, but I need to outline it all, and what other way to do it but with colored wool. Now, of course, all these guys are still white sheep, so I will need to get all the different colored of dyes so that we can get all 16 colors, but I want to build this farm, and I'm thinking of putting it quite right here. We're going to do 8 on one side and 8 on the other side, so you can just walk down the middle, collecting any color that I would like. And so, yeah, now all that I have to do is build up the design, and we'll transfer all these sheep into it. Let's go. After a night's AFK session at the sheep farm, I got a decent amount of wool. As you can see, this is about the amount of wool that I got in every chest, and as you can see, the sheep farm is done. Now you may see as well that it's squeezed in a little bit because I unfortunately built it too close to the sugarcane farm, where this block was actually right here. So whenever this would fire, it would actually power these pistons, or just one, I'm not entirely sure because I caught the mistake before I fully built the farm. And instead of just moving the whole thing back by a block, I just moved this one module. And it still works. You can come in here, you find every color. It's nicely color-coded, like that. And I think it came out pretty well. It works. We have tons and tons of wool, and this wool will be coming in handy later on in the next episode. But that is all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you know what to do. That'll be all. Bye-o!